Hi, it's Orlando again with Montgomery DME. In this video, we're going to discuss safe operation of our manual patient lift, or also known as a Hoyer lift. Before we discuss the transfer process, let's go over the pieces of our lift first. Down here at the base, it consists of our 2 legs with our 4 low friction casters and 2 brakes on the back. Next up, we have our mast here. This is going to contain our hydraulic assembly, also our shifter handle and our push handle here. This shifter handle controls the angle of our legs, making sure that we do clip it in, secured into the notches there, okay? Up here we have our control valve, okay? We have a closed position or clockwise, and we have an open position counterclockwise. The closed position allows you to pump the patient up, open position allows the boom to go down, okay? Over here is our actual boom arm, and at the end of our boom arm is our swivel bar here. Should swivel 360 degrees. Before starting the transfer, let's go ahead and raise the bed to a safe working height. Also, you want to make sure that there's no clutter underneath the bed and that all rails are down. Okay, now that we have the bed all set up and raised to a safe working height, we can go ahead and bring the lift perpendicular to the bed, trying to get as centered as possible over the patient. And it's really important that we orient our swivel bar to where it's hugging the patient's waist, just like this, or if it's in line with the boom. Once we have that in place, go ahead and open up your legs using your shifter handle by twisting it over and making sure we engage into the notch there. The legs will stay open throughout the whole transfer process. After that, we can go ahead and make sure we engage the brakes because we will be installing the sling. Okay, at this point, we got to go ahead and attach our sling, but we have to consider what position we want the patient in, okay? Our sling is color coded, just like in our sling video, so we could go ahead and adjust the straps according to the position we want. If we wanted the patient to be laying down completely, we would match all 4 corners of the same color. Now keep in mind that could be all blues, all greens, all yellows, and all reds. The color coordination only determines position, does not have anything to do with weight. It's a common misconception. Okay, now that we have the sling attached, it's really important that we mention that anytime a transfer is performed, it is always going to be involving 2 people. We have person 1 operating the lift, and person 2 will be operating the sling and making sure that the patient is safe. Okay, so now I have my second person here with me. We can go ahead and start the transfer here. I'm going to go ahead and disengage the brakes before I start pumping the patient up. My control valve, we're going to go ahead and push in our clockwise position or closed position. And we're going to grab our pump handle and start pumping up. And you're only going to do a few initial pumps until we see any tension in our straps here. At this point, person 2 will then untuck the sling, making sure that the patient is sitting in there comfortably.
Get in there, Monty.
So Wayne will be untucking the head, and then he will also be untucking the bottom portion as well. Once he has the sling all situated, he will give me a thumbs up, making sure that the patient's arms are crossed. Now we can perform the transfer or continue the transfer. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm still in the closed position, continue pumping up until our patient Monty is off the bed. Okay, once Monty has cleared the bed, we can go ahead and roll it out while person 2 holds the grab straps to keep the patient in place, and then we can go ahead and change sheets or anything you might need to do on the bed. Once the sheets are changed or you did whatever you need to do on the bed, we can now go ahead and lower the patient down. Again, we're going to go back to our control valve here, turn it into the counterclockwise position to lower the boom. Okay. Keep in mind you do have to place the control valve back to the clockwise position to stop the boom from lowering. There you go. Before removing the sling, remember to engage the brakes. And now when removing the sling, it's always important to place one hand on the swivel bar and the other hand will be removing the sling. This is just in case the swivel bar will swivel into the patient, harming them. Next, we'll disengage the brakes and pull the lift away from the bed. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to get Monty or your patient into a seated position in case you're transferring into a bedside commode or into a wheelchair. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and start with our foot hooks. We're going to go ahead and utilize the long strap for our foot hooks here. Okay. And here for our head side, this is important here. This is where it's going to control the angle of your seated position. Okay, if we wanted the most seated position possible, we're going to do our shortest straps, or we can do both yellows or both greens. To help you get these straps to these hooks here, go ahead and utilize your hospital bed by raising up that head portion, helping you get those loops a little closer to those hooks there. Okay, now that we have the head raised up to help us out a little bit, let's get Monty onto these yellow straps here. So once again, we're going to have one hand on the swivel bar while we attach these hooks. Okay, then we're bringing Monty over to our wheelchair. Person 2 is using the grab straps to guide Monty. Once we're lined up there, again, I'm going to go ahead and lower Monty going into the counterclockwise position on my control valve, while person 2 guides him into the chair. Once again, keeping an eye on that boom, you will be the one who has to stop it by going to the control valve clockwise position. We have the boom lowered with enough slack to get the sling off. We're going to go ahead and engage our brakes again, and then person 2 doing really well by holding one hand on that swivel bar while removing the sling. Okay, after that we can disengage the brakes. Person 2 will hold on that swivel bar, making sure it does not swing back into the patient. I hope you enjoyed this video. Follow our channel for more DME tips.